Hi, Maria. How's it going?
Hey, Charlotte. It's going okay. What about you?
Doing fine. I'm excited that we're going to get to continue the work and start thinking about the pre-observation. And so far, we've started to analyze the diabetes lesson, and now you'll get a chance to observe me deliver it.
Yep. And just talking through and analyzing the lesson with you gives me a better picture of all the different things to consider.
Yeah, I put a lot of thought into planning my lessons, and so much of what I do during a lesson is formatively assess my students so that I can be sure that they understand. That way, I can provide support if needed.
I'm curious to see actually how that looks as it plays out in the classroom.
Yeah, so we're actually going to do the pre-observation conversation tool. And I want to go ahead and make sure that you can see my screen so we're both seeing the same thing.
Yep, I can see it.
Okay, great. And then just as a reminder, since you can see what I do in Keanu and I can see what you do, I wanted to show you where to find this tool. So I've created the coaching cycle, and you'll
Mhm.
notice that I added the pre-observation conversation tool here.
I
So
see.
you would just have to click on view, and then we will be sharing this document.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so let's get started. Now that you can see this, I want to make sure that we are thinking about the new teacher development areas that we've been looking at.
That sounds good. Since we've talked about them, I'm a little familiar, and focusing on a few things will be more manageable for me.
Yeah, and I was thinking maybe we want to focus on shifting academic struggle to students, since that's one of the things we talked about when we were analyzing the lesson plan.
Mhm.
And there's actually a competency called Shifting Academic Struggle to Students, and it's under the instructional shifts in the new teacher development area section. So let's take a look at that now. I'm going to
Okay.
pop over to a different window, and I've highlighted for us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it into the Keanu tool, so we're not going back and forth.
Okay. That sounds good. And that's definitely something I'd want to look for when observing, so I think thinking about the competency will just help me focus during the observation.
Okay, great. So I'm going to drop it in the focus for data collection, which is this tab here.
Hmm.
That way we have access to it. All right, great. So let's look at these critical attributes and talk about what you might see in my lesson. I can type out some look fors in the tool itself.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about what it says under the critical attributes, which are right here?
No, it looks like this competency is just focused on making sure that students are the ones doing the academic work. It also looks like it includes language about asking open-ended questions and giving students time to discuss and extend each other's thinking. And that actually makes me think about what we discussed with the patients and how you said that you really want to push the students to persevere and use whatever supports they need to succeed with difficult content rather than just giving them easier work. Am I on the right track with that?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm actually going to go ahead and jot this down in the tool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm going to scroll down because there is a section where I can add look fors, and I want to capture the ones you just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard you say asking open-ended questions.
Yep. Asking open-ended questions and giving students time to discuss and extend each other's thinking.
Okay, great. Um, is there anything else?
The only other thing might be giving students some wait time to reflect. I've noticed sometimes actually that you wait kind of a long time after you ask students a question.
Yeah, it can feel awkward sometimes, but I
Mhm.
do that to make sure that the students have a chance to think about the question and then come up with a response.
Well, that could be one more thing that I look for then, the amount of wait time that you give students after asking a question.
Yep, I think those are really good for this competency. I actually wrote it down already, so we have it there.
Awesome.
But how are you feeling about observing me now?
Really good, especially now that I have some more specific things to look for. I think I'm ready. I think it's going to be a great lesson. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome. Thanks, Charlotte.
Bye. See you soon.
See ya.